All right. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Hat and Beard Show, your nightly stop for NFL and Detroit Lions news. Obviously, by now, you probably already have heard, but if not, well, Jahmyr Gibbs is now Mr. Moneybags. Well, in 2028 when this contract picks up. But for now, the Detroit Lions are all in on Gibbs. Does the whole offense now run through number 0? Did the Detroit Lions just say, yeah, OPOY, gone now. 30 touchdowns, gone now. Gone now. A little bit of Gibbs gonna make a better. You know what I'm saying, guys? So that's basically, we're going to talk about Jahmyr Gibbs' contract, and then we're going to talk about observations about the Detroit Lions, where we are now, 7 days of camp, right? We got a whole week in the books now. Things are starting to take shape. Going to be kind of surprised a little bit. We're going to talk about a little linebacker play that's looking to see like it might be very Dan Campbellian. And it might be very wildly beneficial for the Detroit Lions. But that's that, and this is this. I'm James. You're an attentive audience. Let's get into it, dude.
If you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, well, then hell, you still got some fight left in you. So get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, and go out on the attack.
Big shout out to the Hat and Beard Mad Hatter Nation. The chat over there on YouTube. You guys, Rick and Jack are hanging out. What's up, dude? Rick's got some big news coming in, he says. That's absolutely awesome. I got totally sidetracked. Didn't get the camera set. Now for him to OP of the year and record for yardage and touchdowns. Yeah, Jack, you know, this is the thing, dude. This is the thing with this big money deal. It doesn't really hit the books until the big 228 till 2028, right? So do we just full throttle, or do we kind of protect the investment and wait to utilize them when that big money hits? You know what I'm saying? I still stand by my 2,500 offensive production yards, 26 touchdowns, push 30 touchdowns, go out there and win Offensive Player of the Year. That's how I feel. But Jahmyr Gibbs signing a 3-year contract worth up to $75.75 million. And if I'm being honest, in my humble opinion, and this humble little hat's opinion, totally worth it. Every single dollar he do, money well spent. And if I'm being very honest with you, chat, let me pull up the chat real quick here, guys, so you can tell me how absolutely ridiculous I am. I was having a conversation with a good gentleman at work today. Ironically enough, we were having this conversation right before morning break. Morning break happens to land right before news starts coming out about camp, right before practice starts getting underway, right? We were having this conversation. I was like, I fully expect Jahmyr Gibbs to have this contract signed Thursday, if not at the absolute latest, Sunday night. He has got to be in camp prior to the start of the first week of like preseason football for the Detroit Lions, right? And then he was like, yeah, I agree. Then we talked dollars, right? We were like, all right, so the best thing about the Mustard signing is we now know what the threshold is, what the barrier is going to be. You know what I'm saying? And we were talking, it's like the 22 and a half. Look, I'm going to be very honest with you guys. At one point, I swear in the offseason, people were having conversations, not so much us, but I was seeing the numbers of the $30 million a year being thrown around. And that seemed a little high. But when you look at the scale of what like wide receivers are getting paid, you know what I'm saying? Quarterbacks are getting paid. Hell, Baker Mayfield is demanding more money. Oh, don't cut your finger back open, bud. Is demanding more money, and he was making $33 million a year, right? So me and old boy at work there, we were like, hey, what's the number? And we had both we're like 25 easy. I'm totally comfortable paying Jahmyr Gibbs $25 million a year. Like, he's totally worth it. I went as high as to say 27 million. You know what I'm saying? Like 27 million. That's a lot, but I do think that Jahmyr Gibbs has that absolute X factor that sets him apart from the Bijan Robinson, from the Jonathan Taylors, from the Saquon Barkleys. Right? I'm happy to pay him $25 million a year, right? Then, I work, get out of work, come home. I actually, I think I looked it up while I was shout out, hey, not a sponsored ad read, guy. Hey, if you're in the market though for some M18 3 amp batteries, Family Farm and Home has got a 2-pack for a real good deal right now. Real nice price. You know what I mean? Real nice price. So I had to swing by there real quick, and I was just like, hey, let's get a little show prep in. Let's see what's going on. And I was like, oh yeah, money. Jahmyr Gibbs, dude. Jahmyr Gibbs. Lions are signing Jahmyr Gibbs to a 3-year deal, $67.5 million. $51.5 million in guaranteed. The deal is sitting at $22.5 million per year. Woo! I ain't gonna lie, boys. Coming in under $23 million. Are we stealing money? Did Jahmyr Gibbs leave money on the table? Did he take an incredible... Did he take a Jack Campbell style contract? Did he was just like, no big deal. Yeah. You want to pay me $0.25 million more than that guy? That's all I want. I just want to be paid more than that guy. And they're like, 0.25? And he was like, bet. I am so happy with that. Falcons, who signed a deal with Bijan Mustard, $22.25 million on August 4th, and then Jonathan Taylor inked a contract of $22 million on Thursday. The 3 running backs collectively help boost the salary ceiling for the position over the past few days. Sorry. Bro, did we steal? Did we steal some money? That's pretty impressive, dude. It just goes on to talk about what he's done. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the big news around the league. That's kind of the big news here in Detroit. Chat, did we get some good? Did we get a good little steely doo there? He was going to break records regardless of contract. I agree. Now Laporta and Branch, everybody can't reset the market. Yeah, what's up, Lion Lifer? How you doing, bud? Good evening. Welcome to the chat. I don't think Laporta is going to be able to reset the market, and I don't think Branch is going to be able to reset the market because of the injuries. Though I think we will be able to re-sign them. Probably going to be a mid-season thing, similar to Aiden Hutchinson, Montgomery, McNeil. We talked about this yesterday, but the vibe I think kind of checks out around Allen Park is that those guys are going to be kind of more of a in-season deal done. But yeah, I fully expect them to be re-signed. What's up, Detroit Sports Talk? How you doing, man? What's up, Cody? I'm just glad it's done and no more distractions. Hope Gibbs can carry the load. Yeah, that's going to be the big question mark, isn't it? Can he shoulder the load now as the workhorse? Obviously, you see how electric and dynamic he is with a solid 1-2 punch. Now, I think we're kind of underselling the ability of Isaiah Pistachio. You know what I'm saying? I think he's actually a really solid asset to have to spell Jahmyr Gibbs, to pick up some nitty-gritty yards, which could ultimately lead to, for you fantasy guys, what you absolutely hate when a guy isn't just the absolute go-to guy. But, look, it's probably going to have happen more times than you want to have it have happen. Pistachio's probably going to poach a couple goal line touches. You know what I'm saying? That's probably going to have happen for you a few times. Happy birthday to me. Today's the best day I got paid from work, and Jahmyr Gibbs signed an extension on my birthday, and I got tickets for Germany. Dude, shout out. Hey, happy birthday, Detroit Sports Talk, bro. I hope you are having, dude, I'm glad you're having a great day. Why even hope? You're having a great day, dude. That's awesome. I'd continue it. Party smart, party safe. Don't get into no trouble, dude. It ain't pay week for me, dude, so don't be calling for no bail, because I definitely don't have it. But dude, that's awesome. That's dope. Happy birthday, dude. That sounds like you're having a great fucking birthday, dude. Shout out Detroit Sports Talk, dude. It's his birthday. That's dope, dude. That's dope. Hey, Brandy, how you doing, sister? Good to see you. What you doing tonight? Hope you're having a good night, you guys. That's what's up. What's good? Is that Doc? DOC? I have no idea. I hope Gibbs still plays hard every time a player gets the first big contract. That's what yeah. Strangely enough, we had that conversation as well at work. I was like, I really hope that, because at the time of you have to understand the context, Gibbs hadn't inked a deal, right? And I had brought up a name that nobody wants to have brought up when you have a very dynamic, now the name I'm going to use is borderline. Jahmyr Gibbs is an actual generational talent by the numbers. He's a generational talent. But I did bring up the name of, you really don't want to see this go in the direction of Schmevion Schmel. You know what I'm saying? Former running back of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Jets, Chiefs. You don't want to have to do where the player just sits out a whole year. You tag him again, instead of the fifth-year option, you just go ahead and tag him. He sits out another year, and then you've got Schmevion Schmel, and you don't want to have Schmevion Schmel having anything to do, any type of player resemblance or comparison other than their running style, especially Jahmyr Gibbs. So I think this is just, I think he's gonna be fine. No worries, guys. Let's now. We should probably look to get some type of chainmail for him to wear under his face, so that no fingers go up in around noses, breaking noses or eyes, similar to a Sione I can't see out my Vaki eye. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him use jiu-jitsu when he pass blocks. There you go. What's up, American Boxer? How you doing, man? Oh, flayed my finger, dude. Took a good chunk out of her the other day. Left a good chunk of the top of my left index finger behind in a well, I can't say a foursquare, but a box that holds 4 outlets. It was a little low. I pulled my hand out a little fast. Totally caught the corner of it with my top of my finger. Totally left a nice little chunk of myself behind on that one. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Mr. Detroit City. Appreciate it, dude. Trying to keep up the good work. Always a good listen while lifting. Dude, you know what would make it better, dude? Like, I wish that, like, I had a way to, like, have music. You know what I'm saying? I need, what I really want to get is, first of all, I need a different desk. I need a bigger desk and a better seating situation, because you guys can't see it, but below the water here, I am fighting with myself, just like fighting this chair all the damn time. We need to figure out some type of a different seating arrangement up here, and then a different type of desk style. I'd like to get like a sound board so that I could have sound effects and some type of music. What I really want to get to, I really want to make some sliders. That's what I really want to get. I really want to get, or not sliders. I keep saying sliders. I really want to get some stingers that I can interlay throughout the show. That's what I really want to. I know tonight's kind of a boring show, guys. Sorry, it's still regular season. It'll grow back. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. That's the good thing. It'll grow back, dude. It's just, it's just a good little chunky chunk out of her. You know what I'm saying? Great Scott, 75.75 Gibby watts. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, he's gone Gibby watt, dude. When Jahmyr Gibbs hits that Mach 0 speed, dude, he's gonna be gone Gibby watt, dude. Yeah, 7.75 Gibby watts, dude. Yes, dude. That's part of Gibbs is he can run routes. Johnny Mo wasted him last year. You're 100% accurate, Cody. You mean Johnny the Potato? You mean the potato? The potato? Yeah, the potato wasted a whole year for us, dude. During our while that Super Bowl window was just like wide open and everything was stacked against us, we brought in a potato for an offensive coordinator. A potato. You know what I'm saying, dude? The Motor City Mummy's looking good. That's what I'm hearing, dude. He's just crushing it, dude. We're going to have some hard decisions on the D-line. Just that free American content gets me going. Hell yeah, dude. Well, bro, Mr. Trade City, we will, as long as I possibly can, this shit will always be in some capacity free here on YouTube or Rumble or Kick. Make sure you guys, I've been trying to have a little bit more of a professional intro style. A little bit more of a cold open read right into it, not like doing the whole begging for subscribers and shit right out of the rip. I do need to figure out a more regular call to action, guys. So if you haven't already and you want to become a member over of Mad Hatter Nation there at YouTube and hang out with the rest of these cats down in the chat, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified every single time we go live Monday through Friday, 7 to 8 p.m. right here at YouTube, Rumble, and Kick. Share this content around with every single person that you've ever met. Hit that share button, copy that link down, or share it around any Lions fans. You know, we are the most based NFL and Detroit Lions content creation station here, broadcasting exclusively from Grandma Studio 1 in the 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time broadcasting block. And with all those metrics met, we are the largest and fastest growing. We are the most based. Some say, I would never say it about myself, some say that we are the best Lions podcast on the internet. Look, I don't say it. You can check the comments or comment down below if you're watching this afterwards. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And hit the like button, dude. I think we got the football back. I'm pretty sure we got a football back, dude. So if we could just boop that like button, that'd be the cat's pajamas, dude, and we can get moving on with stuff. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you. That's exactly it. Yo, what's up, Sam? How you doing, man? How you doing, brother? Lions Debate Talk. Finally, we can shut up about Jahmyr Gibbs. Dude, that's the other thing. Preach, dude. Preach. Yeah, preach, Lions Debate Talk. We can finally get on to business. You know what I'm saying? It's like, not to downplay Branch and Laporta. The reality is those are going to have to be midseason deals. Not only because of now we need to lock in, but it kind of works out that they are both coming off of season-ending injuries last year. That does kind of bode well for contract negotiations because Laporta, look, here's the thing. Laporta last year was crushing it before the injury. He was averaging great numbers, dude. So if you're going into week 5 and Laporta's got 37 to 45 catches, 370 to 500 yards, and like 5 touchdowns, he's re-signed by week 5. You know what I'm saying? Branch, it's a wait and see, dude. It's a wait and see because yeah, reports are he looks great so far and awesome. I'm not worried about that. You guys know, as I've said many times, that if there's one player in the entire NFL that I'm willing to stake everything on from coming back from a torn Achilles, that one player is Penei Sewell. If there's another player who I would be like, yeah, probably, it would be Brian Branch. You know what I'm saying, dude? So, we took the red pill and ended up here. Hell yeah, you did, Brent. Hell yeah, dude. Shout out Sam, dude. Lions Debate Talk. What's up, Lion Lifer? I appreciate you stopping by. Morton was really not as bad as we treat him. Average almost 30. Actually, Lion, you're not wrong. You're actually not wrong if you look at the numbers. Our offense isn't that bad. And that is my number one argument to how important Kirby Joseph is. The reality of why Ben Johnson was so successful in Detroit was because Kirby Joseph was on a historic pace of takeaways, only rivaled by Hall of Famer Ed Reed in the same amount of career games played. Once you removed Kirby Joseph and then subsequently everybody else from our secondary and the reserves from our secondary, you see in our offense take a giant step back productively on paper, right? 4 spots. We have the toughest division in football. We finished at the bottom of our division with a winning record. There is something to be said about that. You know what I'm saying? With all your improv, maybe you should be standing while doing your show. Can move around and talk with your hands out without hitting a cat. You know, Jack, I have really thought about that, dude. I have thought about doing more of just like, so, all right, I don't know. Some of you guys might know this. I did stand up for like 10 years, dude. That's actually how I know Ryan Allen. That's how I met Ryan Allen in the chat. We did stand up together for a long time, dude. I used to do stand up all over the state, down in Ohio a little bit, Indiana. So I did stand up for over a decade, right? And I have like thought about doing more of like a like making this more of like a set, like a comedy style intimate setting, getting like a cocktail table and just having like an actual microphone so I could put like my laptop kind of, oh my gosh, like Jim Brewer. Oh my God. What am I doing? I'm wasting so much. I'm fucking around. I need to I just need to do, dude, we figured it out, guy. Jack. That's how I can set myself apart as well while we're, dude. Jack. Bro, I should just, I could use this wall or that wall. Dude, that's actually a really good idea. And because with the, hang on. I'm not going to mess with the settings right now. But, dude, with my AI camera, it can track me while I move around. Oh, Jack. Dude, that's a great idea. Do you guys like that idea, bro? Bro, are you on board with this idea of having it more like a I guess like a football like stand-up show more or less where I can just like riff like that? You know what I'm saying? By the way, I do appreciate the comment, dude, or the compliment about the improv, the stuff. Like I'm not trying, dude. This is just how my fucking brain works, dude. Like literally, I'm not like a sports broadcaster or a podcaster. I'm just reading articles, and you guys are just hanging around with my like. You're just in my listening to my thoughts, dude. Like this is crazy. Yeah, you guys like it? All right, yeah, I think that's a great idea, isn't it? Yo, that is like a wildly good idea. I wonder if I could do that this weekend. I could probably do that this weekend. You guys, though, you don't understand. I got a lot of yard work to do. All right, no, we will do this because I got to get. I don't know. Maybe I could use this mic. I need a stick. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dude, what a great idea, Jack. Would be different, might set you apart from the rest. Yeah, Cody, that's the other thing. Not to be like businessy or whatever, but like that is like such a way of setting myself apart. Dude, bro, I can even utilize the small lighting and stuff that I already have, dude. I have the lighting to make this happen. I can make this work, dude. And like, here, I'll show you. Check this out. Like, I got like sound paneling like all the way around all the way around, like the whole room. You know what I'm saying? So like I can like, it's not like I'm worried about like sound or nothing. How far can I take this camera, dude? How far can I take this fucker? Yo, look how far this son of a bitch goes, dude. Look at all that shit. Yo, look at this camera going. Look at her go. Look at it go, Ricky Bobby. Look at it go. Look at it go, Ricky Bobby. Damn, son. Zoop. And I can, dude, if I really wanted to, I could actually, if I really wanted to, I could put an app on my phone to control the camera, or I could re-enable hand commands, dude. Yo, Jack. I think you might have just cracked it for me, bud. Because, like, that actually fits the nighttime model, doesn't it, dude? Do it before the season starts. You got time. Oh, no, I'm definitely doing it before the season starts. I'm trying to decide if I have enough time this weekend to do it, bro. No, that's like, dude, I already got a new thumbnail that I'm working on. This cat that I work with is working on some animation, so we might have an animated intro. I haven't even seen it, but he's working on animation, doing an animated intro for me, dude. Like, we might have a whole new intro. That like totally fits the nighttime vibe too, doesn't it? I'm a little dizzy after that. Yeah, I'm sorry, Rick, dude. My bad, dude. This camera be bopping around. Back plays the next play, gets lined up at DN, jumps into the backfield, crosses space. OG, hell yeah. Yeah, sorry about that, Brandy. I know. It's like I was zooming around, dude. The camera be moving, dude. The camera be moving. That's a great idea, Jack. All right, so I need to get I don't know, I could maybe use it with this microphone. This stand moves all right. I need a cocktail table. Dude, I'm totally doing it like Jim Brewer. Do you guys know who Jim Brewer is? Do you guys know who Jim Brewer is? You put your right foot in. You put your right foot out. You put your right foot in. You know what I'm talking about? You guys know who Jim Brewer is? The goat boy. The goat boy from SNL. You know what I'm talking about? What's up, Derek? We're just figuring out how to change the show up, dude. Yeah, guys, you know Jim Brewer. All right. Big Jim Brewer fan. He was like one of the first people I ever seen do stand-up comedy on TV, and it like blew my freaking mind, dude. He blew my mind. Was the best player at camp today? Hell yeah, dude. You talking Gil Howard? Yeah, dude. He was crushing it by all accounts, dude. Bro. Yeah. All right, so I can even do the lighting so that it's more of a nighttime vibe, dude. So do you guys like the idea of a cocktail table? Like a cocktail table with like the laptop on it so that I can at least read the stuff? Yeah, I'd like that. We might try this, dude. I like where this is going, dude. Smart idea. You guys are smart. This is why you got to subscribe, dude. This is why you got to subscribe to the channel. Because Mad Hatter Nation is a bastion of sanity. I want to go see Jim stand up. Dude, you should, bro. He's hilarious, dude. And he's back on the road. He's doing a little mini tour last night. I used to listen to, I need to get back to listen to his podcast, dude. And he's based as hell, dude. He's so based, dude. And he comes from like almost everything with like a real like common sense mentality. Dude, I could put the lights like in the wall. You know what I'm saying, bro? Oops. Hey, camera. Whoopsie poopsie. Come on, camera. Oh, camera. Camera 1, camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2. There we go. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, observations. Gibbs was back. Dude, there's not a lot to talk about, dude. Let's come over here, dude. We're just gonna read this last article, dude. We already know about Jahmyr Gibbs, the record-breaking contract. Our offense is sick. Brian Branch remains on the PUP list as he rehabs a torn Achilles suffered last December. Branch has worked off to the side of practice with trainers. Watching him run and cut Thursday, he looks really good. He's on track. Rehab, hopefully Detroit gets him on the field soon. Hell yeah. Dirty work. Rock Yassin got crushed, but took on that run block. Cade Mays plowed him over. Teddy Bridgewater. This is kind of good news here. Let's check this out here real quick. Teddy Bridgewater didn't take part in practice Thursday, which gave undrafted rookie Luke Altmyer a chance to get a ton more reps than he's received in camp so far. I've been impressed with Altmyer's poise and accuracy. He's made several nice throws Thursday, including a perfect pass to wide receiver Dominic Lovett. Gotta love it. Down the right sideline for a touchdown! Yeah, gotta love it. Dominic Lovett. He moved the second-team offense well all morning. He'll be fun to watch in preseason. And I gotta ask, guys, do you think Dominic Lovett is... or not Dominic Lovett. Do you think Luke Altmyer is going to beat out Teddy Two Gloves and end up taking that number 2 QB spot? How do we feel, Chad? Hey, chat. How do you feel about that? Do you think Lou Altmaier's got what it takes to beat out Daddy Two Gloves? Daddy Two Gloves. Daddy Two Gloves. Send him packing back to the retirement home. Or is Luke Altmaier destined for the practice squad? How do you think? What do you think? I like Pat O'Neill. All right, blasphemy talk. Oh, what's Detroit Sports Talk blasphemy? We need Will Harris and Kendall. Ugh! No! Don't you use those names around here. Detroit Sports Talk. What? Why would you use those names? Why would you use those names? Dude, I could put like a little recliner in the corner, dude. It could be like an evening cocktail hour, bro. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm having a hard time focusing on reading articles because my brain has just like gone completely into creator mode right now. And I just like can't stop thinking about this idea. This is like a really sick idea, dude. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? No, you've got Teddy, Sam. Come on, man. You don't like my guy? You don't like Luke Altmaier? You don't think Luke Altmaier's got what it takes? You don't think he's got guts? You don't think he's got guts? You don't think he can get the aggro crag? Huh? I think he's got guts. I think he's got what it takes. I think he's got what it takes, Mike, to go out there and get himself a chunk of the aggro crag. That's what I think, dude. The real deal, Pat O'Neill. Is the fastest riding monster in comedy. They say men can't get pregnant. But he is a hellspawn child of Beavis and Butthead. Ooh, sounds fascinating. It's definitely possible, but not likely. He'd have to blow MCDC away to jump Teddy Two Gloves. That's true. MCDC does like himself some Teddy B. Teddy B's got a soft spot on MCD. Make Bridgewater QB coach and Luke number 2 QB. Hey, all right. Yeah. You know what? What was I watching the other day? What was I watching? I was watching something. I can't remember what the hell I was watching. But Mark Brunell was playing for the Saints. And I was like, oh, shit, this is really old. I was like, this is really old. That's Mark Brunell still playing football, dude. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget the brandy and cigar. You know, Derek, I have tried to be a cigar guy. I have tried to be a cigar guy. It's just not my bag, man. It's just not like cigars and chewing just like dry my mouth out so hard, bro. I just like my mouth gets so dry. But to your point, shout out Brandy. She's a fine girl. What a good wife she would be. You know what I'm saying? But tomorrow night we are going to be having ourselves our classic Friday night happy hour hangout with Hat and Beard. So instead we'll bop around some news, but we're going to be mostly just having a few cold ones, you know. Just gonna have a few cold ones. Just gonna have one or two. No, I'm just going to happy hour with the guys after work for just one or two on a Friday night. Just going to swing by the Hat and Beard show, have a couple of beers. Just going to tie one or two off. We're just going to have a couple. Just going to have a couple tall boys, couple 2-3 tall boys. While we watch something and try and get hype about the Detroit Lions. And, Guy, you know what I really wish I had right now, dude? When I was growing up, dude, when I was a wee lad, when I was just a little hat with a propeller on top, just a wee hat, but just a chin strap of a beard. I had this little computer game, dude, and it wasn't even a game. It was actually an architect program, where you could like design and build a house, dude. And if I had that, dude, I wish that I could like draw up. Oh, Jesus, Judas jumping up and down. If I had some type of CAD software, dude, it'd be just absolutely bananas, boy. If I could just, dude, you guys don't understand how wildly successful this could be if this actually kicks off, dude. If this works, this might be actually the tick. Guy, we might be on the cusp of revolutionizing sports talk and evening programming. If I'm being completely honest with you here, But I would draw up while we're watching stuff, having a few beers tomorrow night. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so you're notified when we go live tomorrow night for our Friday night happy hour hangout with Hat and Beard. I would draw up the drawing on how we would do it, and you guys could vote on what the studio should look like. It's not going to be a studio. We're going to call it the set, dude. Not even a podcast studio. It's going to be like live, nightly, just like improv about sports talk, dude. Oh, bro. Yes, let's go. Good on you, Rick. I'm glad you did. Who do you think Tarian signs with? I think he signs with the Brooklyn Brown Eye Bombers, dude. Bringing free Will Levi to be Will Levis. A good old Mayo mustard, or the old Mayo monkey. Yeah, dude. Do you not know Pat O'Neill yet? He's on end the show now and watch all of his Kill Tony clips. I don't know who Pat O'Neill. I might know him if I seen him, but I don't know off the rip, dude. Felix Cigars, use code VETS, link for online discounts, proceeds go to help veterans. Hell yeah, dude, that's what's up. Shout out Jack, that's what's up. Your show will be like Bill Maher's pod when you're done. Oh, yes. My show, though, will actually be funny. And people will actually listen to what I have to say. Yes, just like Bill Maher. Yes. You got to get that. That smug, like, You do realize that, like, Bill Maher and Tucker Carlson are essentially the same. Like, they're just, like, one cheek on the same ass spewing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bill Maher and Tucker Carlson are basically just two cheeks on the same ass, dude. You know what I'm saying? So Jihad Al-Qadim is the Democrat. Yeah, dude, you seen that, bro. Dude, I'm not even lying, Brent. I was listening to some podcasts that were talking about that psychopath that Michigan's about to vote in for their senator, that they're talking he might have an Obama-style run towards the presidency, dude. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think he signs with the Department of Michigan Corrections. Hell yeah, dude. Like I said, the Brooklyn Brown Eye Bombers, dude. Yeah, Mr. Tri-City, we are. We're at, especially Michigan, dude. We are, hang on, because I don't want to get censored by YouTube. Hang on a second, but I'll tell you exactly what's going on up here. But, you know, that's basically what's going on with Michigan, dude. You know what I'm saying? We'll vote for the Al-Qadim Jihad. No way he wins the general vote. No, dude. The governor, I'm telling you, John James is going to win the governorship here in Michigan, dude. Thanks to the Department of Correction. 100%, Sam, 100%. Link for cigars. There you go, Brandy. Appreciate that. YouTube, this is not, I'm not affiliated with them, but we're going to pin that and use code VETS at checkout, dude. It apparently helps donation. It goes to the veterans, so that's a good thing, dude. Let's plug that a little bit, dude. Let's go. Let's do that, dude. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they will do what they're programmed to do. Everyone dogging on Cali, but dude, Michigan is just like where California's poop comes and is left. It's like California shits and Michigan goes, woo. Oh, what's up, y'all? My mom's up getting some peaches, y'all. She's up on a peach haul. She's out there being a I don't know if you guys know this, but as some of you longtime morning listeners are aware, Hat's mom has a wee bit of a drinking problem. She likes to get kind of drunk, you know. And well, when you get to be a salty old sailing dog like my mom is, you can't just drink the soft stuff. So my mom's up right now being a bootlegger, She's gonna be hauling in some peach moonshine here. She's about to be evading old Johnny Law with her built in the woods stock car, dude. So y'all just wait. She'll be coming around the mountain, dude. That's gonna be old Hat's mom hauling ass down from northern Michigan with a truckload of smuggled in peach moonshine. So y'all best look out. Here she comes, dude. We got them Georgia peaches down there. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. Peach schnapps. No, dude. Peach moonshine, dude. Ma don't fuck around, dude. She ain't got no time for no schnapps, dude. Ain't nobody got no time for that. Ain't nobody got no time for that. Come on now. Salty old sailing dog. Oh, pedal to the metal. There you go, Mom. Gotta, if you ain't first, you're last. Gotta fucking gas it. Let's go. So Luke Altmaier looked good. Also, check this out, guys. Check this out. Hey, pay attention. Pay attention, guy. We believe it or not, this is a professional production. Okay. I am trying to do my absolute best. You can't see it on the camera. It's held together with duct tape. But you know what, guy? Call it Grandma MacGyver Studio 1. You know what I'm saying? We are doing the best that we can here, dude. But check this out. Pay attention, guy. Pay attention, guy. Here we are. Pay attention to Devin White, dude. I know he's not the best in coverage, but if Detroit is in fact going with what, by all projections, I need to get different headphones, dude. Goddamn cord. If the Lions are to go in a more of a nickel defense, that basically means that will linebacker is going to have to be a run defending monster, right? And I'm not trying to take anything away from the Cowboy. You guys know I'm a big fan of Malcolm Rodriguez. The reality is that if Devin White is in any capacity back to the form he was in Tampa, it's pointless. You ain't gonna see. Newly signed veteran Devin White got several first team reps at the will spot next to Mike linebacker Action Jack Campbell. White 174 tackles and Campbell 176 tackles, racked up a combined 350 tackles, 20 tackles for losses, and 7.5 sacks in 2025, and that's with White playing for the Las Vegas Raiders. That's a ton of production, dude. So still a tackling machine, not the best in coverage, dude. Let's see what Albert Breer has over here. We're just finishing up the show, last few minutes here. Gibbs made an appearance. Good for him. Goff is wildly underappreciated for what he's done, and he's been both in Detroit and the Los Angeles. The new offense with Petzing molding a lot of the concept in place. Should be interesting for him. Goff showing elite vision, touch, and leadership. He's been demanding of his teammates as he tries to reestablish a standard that may have slipped a bit last year and try to get the most from him. I expect Petzing and co. That's right. And co. Mike Kafka to do a little bit more with him off the keeper game, getting back to closer to how Ben Johnson deployed him in 23 and 24. I'd also expect him to have a big year for what that's worth. Yes, I do too. 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards. 52 touchdowns because you take the big 260 and multiply by 2. Let's go. The offensive line is an area that went from a team's strength and part of the foundation to the organization identity to a liability in 2025. Not really. Penei Sewell will flip back to his college position of left tackle after playing right tackle for the first 5 NFL seasons. He's only been here for 5 years, and it feels like he's been here a decade. That transition's been seamless. The questions are everywhere else. First rounder Balake Miller might have been the draft's most pro-ready tackle. He's a heavy favorite to take Sewell's old job, and he's shown the maturity and know-how that comes from having been a 4-year college starter. Inside Cade Mays comes over from Carolina, and the 2025 second-round pick Tater Ratledge is entrenched at right guard. The Lions are counting on those two to raise the level at those spots. Left guard, meanwhile, is wide open with third-year pro Christian Mahogany competing with Ben Barch, who's still trying to find his foot, Juice Scruggs, and Miles Frazier. The progress of this group will determine the ceiling for the team. Yes. But I expect Mahogany to just turn it on. Put on your big boy shitting pants and get to work, bud. You know what I'm saying? The front seven's in fantastic shape. We don't really need to talk about that too much. Check this out, though. Hey. Sixth-rounder Skylar Gilk-Howard is emerging as a dark horse in 2025 waiver claim. Tyler Lacey has shown inside-out versatility. And then on the edge, Hutch is Aiden Hutchinson. Carolina import DJ Wanham and second-rounder Derek Moore have shown promise opposite him. Then you have Jack Campbell, now signed long-term behind them, with the second-year coordinator Kelvin Shepard giving him more and more leeway to run the defense. He let him call it from the field for a full practice just this week. That's awesome. That brings us to the most concerning area. Post Terrion Arnold getting Brian Branch back, and he's questionable for the first month of the season or so, will be huge. But the secondary is murky almost everywhere else. DJ Reed gives the team some experience at corner. Opposite him, veteran Rock Yassin has a promising game, and the 2025 rookie Nick Whiteside has emerged as a potential option. He's making the team. Nick Whiteside, barring injury, Nick Ironside Whiteside will be on this team. Let's go. Making plays on defense and special teams every day in camp. At nickel, Roger McCreary, Christian Eisen, and rookie Keith Abney are battling. At safety, veteran Chuck Clark is trying to fend off Thomas Harper, with Avonte Maddox likely in the mix, having been a calming presence with a lot of mixing and matching on the back end. Suffice it to say, this is another area that could work to swing the Lions season one way or the other. Let's go. Our safety room is going to be fine. Our defense is going to be elite. Calvin Shepard will get a head coaching job after how absolutely destructive our defense will be this year. So Gibbs got paid, and he's back in camp. Let's go. Ooh! Let's go. Got paid. Getting paid. Going to get paid in 2028. Back in camp. All systems are go. Let's go. We've seen some observations. Devin White fucking crushing it, dude. That's what we like to see. So there's a few observations here or there. Gibbs deal, yeah, and then some more observations. So not a lot to go over. Tomorrow will be a little bit more of the same. We'll just kind of skim some news and notes, then we'll watch a little video. We'll just hang out and have a few brews. You know what I'm saying? Keep it chill with one another. You know what I'm saying? South Carolina politicians talk like they've based, but vote like they're jihads. Yeah, that's true, dude. She'll be riding 6 white horses. Agreed. Yep, that's exactly it. Balake Miller. Let's go, you guys. Hey, make sure you use that link in the pinned comment here. Use code VET at checkout. It will go ahead and give some donations to some veterans, apparently. This is not an affiliation. I'm not affiliated with them. I don't know what's going on. But, hey, let's do our little part. Right, guy? Come on now. You can do your part, dude. You can also do your part here and help the channel out. Hit that subscribe button. Share this around. Turn that notification bell on. Hit the like button. Go ahead and boop. Turn that like button into a spinning football, and then it'll be highlighted as a big white thumb. Let's go. Hit the like button, guy. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. But big shout out to each and every one of you who took the time out of your night to come hang out with little old me, dude. Listen to some Lions ranting and raving. I know we got a little sidetracked there, but yeah, Jack, dude, nicely done, dude. I think that might be the ticket, dude. A little bit more of a stand-up vibe, a little bit more of a nighttime, little nighttime thing. Yeah, we could be onto something, bud. I like this. Have yourself a good rest of your night, guy. Shout out Detroit Sports Talk. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Detroit Sports Talk. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Stay out of trouble, guy. We will see you right back here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Until then, I'm James with Hat and Beard Show. You've been an attentive audience. We'll catch you then. Bonga bonga. Frig off, dude.